Welcome back to Bell Rock. I'd like you to meet the Tombs. There are many family tombs and one large tomb complex spanning the length of Bell Rock Cemetery, all of them along Green Street. There are records and accounts of about a dozen families in Malden having tombs like this in Bell Rock Cemetery. The tombs in Bell Rock Cemetery have varied dates, including 1811, 1822, and 1832, making the tombs significantly newer than a majority of the headstones in Bell Rock. Unfortunately, the craftsmanship of the tombs was apparently not as high as the craftsmanship of the headstones. On April 15th, 1902, less than 100 years after they were constructed, the Abram Hill tomb and the J.W. Pittman tomb collapsed. 2 bodies were found in the Abram Hill tomb, and approximately 20 bodies were found in the Pittman tomb. The collapse of the tombs in 1902 was reported by neighbors, not because they saw the walls collapse, they smelled it. No, seriously, here's the headline from the Malden Evening News. 2 years later, the Robinson tomb was destroyed along with the Green tomb and the Waite tomb. These collapses were blamed on heavy rains. The bodies found in the collapsed tombs were reinterred in Forestdale Cemetery, which at the time was less than 20 years old. One thing that's strange about the tombs at Bell Rock Cemetery is the lack of a particular kind of tomb. One very popular style of monument in the 18th century was what was sometimes referred to as the tabletop tomb. Tabletop tombs were underground tombs that had on top of them a structure that sometimes looked like an above-ground sarcophagus and sometimes looked like a table with legs. There are numerous examples of this kind of monument in Boston, Cambridge, Charlestown, even in towns that would have been considered the frontier 300 years ago, you can usually find at least one tabletop tomb. The lack of tabletop tombs in Bell Rock Cemetery is frankly odd. Is it a coincidence that the burying ground in the hometown of the great Joseph Lamson, the burying ground that has so many of his stones, many of which are considered his greatest masterpieces, that this is one of the only pre-revolutionary burying grounds with no tabletop tombs? See you tomorrow.